What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video, and today we're doing another preview here, this time against the Indianapolis Colts, New York Giants at the Indianapolis Colts. It's going to be a tough one to win, but first I have some things to announce. I have announced on my gaming channel that I will be doing a Gaming with Subs event. And go on to my channel. Make sure you subscribe to my other channel. I'll put the picture up so you can see it now, and the link is always in the description. Make sure you watch that video to get more details on that. I will be playing on Xbox One for those of you guys that wanted to know. Xbox One, I don't have PC, and I don't have PS4. So now that the plug for the gaming channel is out of the way, I do want to go ahead and announce a series that I'm doing. That is going to be a college film study series for college prospects, and I've seen that I can do it, that I won't get demonetized on my channel. I don't want any copyright strikes, and I've seen other film studies get ads on their channels. That's pretty much all I was looking for, and making sure they had ads on their channels, just because I don't want to get flagged. I don't want anything to happen to this channel, and it looks pretty safe as long as I just keep it educational, and I'm going to do that, and we'll do a film study on, I think I want to do Josh Allen first, because it does. I want to do it on a bunch of prospects, not just Giants prospects, but it's a Giants prospect, so you guys will be interested in that. So we're going to be first going over Josh Allen, and we'll work our way over from there. So I'm very excited about that. Very excited to go over film with you guys, and I should want to post that during the weekend. So be sure you check on that during the weekend. So without further ado, let's get on to the preview. First, we're going to start off with the injury report, as I always do on these previews, because they do matter. So, we got a bunch of injuries for the Indianapolis Colts, but a lot of these guys are going to play. You look at guard Mark Glowinski, he is going to play. Eric Ebron is going to play. Marcus Hunt, the defensive end, is going to play. Dontrell Inman, former Chargers wide receiver, now Colts wide receiver, is going to play. You look at Jabal Sheard, who did not practice on Wednesday, but is a full participant on Thursday, so that means he is going to play. You look at all the Malik Hooker, Mike Mitchell, those two safeties are going to play. Quincy Wilson going to play. But something I have noticed in that, you look at T.Y. Hilton, he's a question right there. With an ankle injury, did not practice twice. I don't know if they're just trying to keep him out because of, he's a star player. They just want to keep him out and make sure he's rested, or or he's actually banged up. And then another thing I noticed, that secondary is pretty beat up. You look at Kenny Moore, you look at Quincy Wilson, you look at Mike Mitchell, you look at Malik Hooker. A lot of that secondary is beat up. So even if they're on the field and even if they're playing, they're still banged up. We could still take advantage of that. We look at the Giants injury report, and yes, we have allowed another guy into the IR. Another guy has been admitted into the IR. And that was Antonio Hamilton, I believe, a cornerback. I believe he got injured during that Tennessee game, and I think he was put on IR because I'm not seeing him on here. And I think I saw some news on him about that. So yes, he has been put on IR. That means we're dealing with guys like Janoris Jenkins, yes, B.W. Webb, Corey Grant, Grant Haley, Tony Lippett. And that's pretty much it at the cornerback spots, guys. So we're very thin at cornerback. We got to make sure nobody else gets hurt at cornerback. But any wide receiver threat is going to pose a huge threat on this cornerback core. It's not very healthy right now. Not very good depth-wise. But moving on to the injury report, besides Antonio Hamilton being put on IR, you got linebacker Alec Ogletree is out with a concussion, so that's a big loss for us. We already lost our leading tackler in Landon Collins. We're losing our second leading tackler in Alec Ogletree. Then wide receiver Russell Shepard on an ankle injury, and starting center Spencer Pulley with a quad injury. It looks like John Greco might be filling in at center for us, and he's been doing that before, so I think we'll be fine when it comes to that. But John Greco will be filling in at center for the New York Giants, or Evan Brown. Evan Brown hasn't suited up for the Giants pretty much all year, so we'll see about that. But I think John Greco will fill in that spot at center. We now look at the three keys to success. Now, do I think the Giants are going to win this game by any stretch of the imagination? No, I do not, but I just want to give some hope to the Giants in the keys to success here, and I may start doing keys to success for the other teams, for the team we're going against, just to be some unbiased kind of thing. So if Colts fans or any other type of fans start watching these videos, they want to know their keys to success as well. So I may just, off the top of my head, I just thought about that now, so I may off the top of my head just think about some 3 keys to success for the Indianapolis Colts, but it's not going to be very hard to do. But I want to start off with the Giants' 3 keys to success. First key to success, do not go heavy on blitzes. This is an offensive line that's been built over the years, just like how the Dallas Cowboys were over the years. The Indianapolis Colts as well. They have a very good offensive line for years, and I've said this before. I said this on a picks video with the Entertainment Talking Sports. Make sure you subscribe to him. I've said this already. Like, the Indianapolis Colts, it's been a crutch for that team for such a long time. That's why Andrew Luck wasn't able to stay healthy. That's why he was always banged up. That offensive line couldn't couldn't stop a nosebleed. And you look at the offensive line now, they started off, Anthony Costanzo, Jack Mewhort. These are guys that's been there for a while. Pretty much the cornerstones of their defense. I mean, of their defense, their offensive line. And then they've also added center. They center Ryan Kelly, and they've also added the guard, a rookie that could be rookie of the year, but it's offensive line is never given to that person. But Quentin Nelson, he's been one of the best guards already into the Pro Bowl already, and he's been one of the best guards to come in the NFL so far. So you look at that offensive line. You cannot penetrate the offensive line with a blitz. We don't have the guys to do that. So you have to stop the blitzing, stop the safety blitzing, stop the cornerback blitzing. We're already thin on cornerback. Do not blitz as much as you're used to, James Betcher. It's not going to work out for you. They're going to pick us apart. Next up, balance the time of possession, because the Indianapolis Colts have found a new style of offense that is running the football. They haven't been able to do that for such a long time. Many running backs have tried, and it's not been working out, but they have a new threat here. That's Marlon Mack, and they also have some depth running backs as well as in Jordan Wilkins and Naheem Hines. So those two rookie running backs and a second-year running back, Marlon Mack, fresh set of legs for them, and they have a potent running game there for the Indianapolis Colts. So you have to balance that time of possession with Saquon Barkley. Number 3 on my 3 keys to success is take shots downfield. I mentioned earlier in that injury report, there's a lot of guys on that secondary that is banged up. Yes, they may play. Yes, they may be healthy enough to play, but they still have nagging injuries. You have to take shots downfield. They're not going to be 100% going downfield. Make sure you take shots downfield. And that is my 3 keys to success for the New York Giants. Quickly for the Indianapolis Colts, I want to say is run the football. We haven't had the same running defense that we had with Snacks Harrison. Yes, it wasn't that good with Snacks Harrison, but running the football will help a lot. I know Dalvin Thompson is doing very well at nose tackle, but we still have a huge problem in stopping the run. On top of that, make sure you utilize, second key to success, make sure you utilize Eric Ebron, because we do have our strong safety out, so he's not, he doesn't cover tight ends well anyway, but we're not going to have anybody else to cover the tight end. Landon Collins, he's out, and Alec Ogletree, he's also out, so there's not going to be anybody to cover Eric Ebron. He's going to have a field day if you utilize him correctly. And I'm going to put the same third key to success I have for the Giants as for the Indianapolis Colts. Take shots downfield. T.Y. Hilton, T.Y. Hilton's a huge threat. Janoris Jenkins is not fast enough to keep up with him. And if you move T.Y. Hilton around the field, put him in the slot, put him outside on both sides, he's gonna be a deep threat somewhere. We're not gonna be able to cover T.Y. Hilton. So there's that third key to success for you. We now move on to the depth chart comparison. Everybody loves this segment. Everybody always complains about it in the comment section below, whether it be fans from other teams or Giants fans. Listen, I'm just going to keep it real. If I think the opponent has a better positional group than our team, I'm just going to say it. And same thing for the Giants fans for other teams. So we're going to start off with the quarterbacks, and I think that's no debate right there. Andrew Luck is way better than Eli Manning right now, and way better than Eli Manning as it is. So Andrew Luck, I'm going to give him the edge for the Colts. They get the edge for the quarterback position. You look at the running back position, and now listen here, Giants fans. Just listen. Saquon Barkley is the only guy. Wayne Gallman has done nothing this season. Yes, he's a good complimentary back. We just haven't been using him. He's getting like 2 carries a game. He's not going to be utilized that much. We don't have anybody else besides that. Elijah Penny's there. And I don't think Jonathan Stewart ever came back. So, as far as that goes, Jonathan Stewart has not come back. So as far as that goes, I have to give the edge to the Indianapolis Colts as far as the running backs go. It's not the starting running back that I'm giving the edge to when I look at these things. It's the whole positional group, the running back positional group. And when you look at the Indianapolis Colts, Marlon Mack is a huge threat, has been a huge threat for the past couple weeks now, ever since he came back from injury. You look at Jordan Wilkins, he's a good complimentary back. On top of that, they have another complimentary back in Naheem Hines, and he's a fast back. I think he posted like the fastest running back combine 40 score. So as far as that goes, that positional group is insane. Saquon Barkley is by himself. He can't do all of it by himself. On top of that, the third running back for the Giants is a fullback. So I'm not liking the chances there for the Giants as far as the running back edge goes. I'm going to give the running back edge to the Indianapolis Colts. That's something I would have never said for the past 4 years. But this year, it's different. You look at the wide receivers for the Indianapolis Colts. You've got T.Y. Hilton. You've got Ryan Grant. You've got Chester Rogers. You got a bunch of these guys, and Dontrell Inman. Some good guys there. Beckham will not play once again. Sterling Shepard, Russell Shepard, he will not play. Jawil Davis, Benny Fowler, Corey Coleman, Cody Latimer. Listen, I love the depth for the Giants. It's way better than the Indianapolis Colts. The depth for the Giants is better than the Indianapolis Colts, but the Giants do not have a number one receiver on the field. The Colts do. T.Y. Hilton, he may not play, but I don't know how far that injury is. So I'll give the edge to the Indianapolis Colts because of T.Y. Hilton. But if he does not play, he looks a little banged up. If he does not play, I have to give it to the Giants because they have a much better depth. Corey Coleman, Jawil Davis. Jawil Davis participates sometimes, but Corey Coleman is a good participant. Then you look at Benny Fowler as well, who's caught like 2 touchdowns in the past 2 games. So very good for Benny Fowler. And so on and so forth there. Except the Tennessee game, of course. But anyway, with that being said, I'm going to move on to the tight ends now. You got Eric Ebron and Ryan Hewitt. Listen, I have to give the edge because of Eric Ebron. I know Evan Ingram is playing a little bit better for the past couple weeks, but I have to give the edge to Eric Ebron. He's having a phenomenal season right now. First season with the Indianapolis Colts, having a great season. Giving it the tight end edge to the Indianapolis Colts. The offensive line, no question, have to give it to the Indianapolis Colts. We look at the defensive line for the New York Giants and the Indianapolis Colts. For the Indianapolis Colts, you got Jabal Sheard there. He is healthy. He's going to be playing. Nose tackle, Grover Stewart, Danico Autry, and defensive end, Margus Hunt. I have to give the edge to the New York Giants as far as the D-line goes. You look at Dalvin Tomlinson having a great season so far, very underrated season. Very good in run stuffing, has a couple sacks on the season, so very good for Dalvin Tomlinson. And then you look at B.J. Hill, who's our best D lineman and a rookie this year, leading the team with 5.5 sacks. And then you look at Mario Edwards there at the other defensive end position that he's doing pretty well as well. So I'm going to give the edge at the D line to the New York Giants. On top of that, Kerry Wynn backing up B.J. Hill is a threat as well. And also Josh Morrow. You can't forget about Josh Morrow. Just a bunch of guys at that D-line spot that is doing well for the New York Giants. You look at the linebacking core, and the linebacking core is beat up for the Indianapolis Colts. They're not very beat up, but they're just not good. You got a 7th-round pick rookie, Matthew Adams. You got Anthony Walker, who's all right. 5th-round pick in his 17 draft. But you have the guy, the defensive rookie of the year, in my opinion, Darius Leonard. This guy is leading the NFL in tackles, has like 6 sacks on the season, I believe an interception, like 5 forced fumbles. This guy is Mr. Do-It-All. I have to give the edge automatically just because we lost Alec Ogletree and we have BJ Goodson there, yes. We got Olivier Vernon, yes. I don't like Olivier Vernon. Kareem Martin is fine. Lorenzo Carter is fine. I like the depth for the Giants, but just the difference maker here is Darius Leonard. I'm a huge fan of Darius Leonard at that weak linebacker position, and I think he's gonna kill us. He's gonna kill us in this game, and he's doing very well. He's very underrated. I have to give the nod at the linebacker position for the Indianapolis Colts. The cornerbacks, and both of these guys are beat up. Both of these positional groups for both teams are beat up. But I have to give the edge to the Indianapolis Colts just because they have depth there. No, do they have a certain like number one cornerback? No. But besides that, and you're looking at B.W. Webb, you're looking at Grant Haley, and Tony Lippett. They're not good, and those are the only guys we have at the cornerback core besides Janoris Jenkins. For the Indianapolis Colts, you got Kenny Moore, you got Nate Hairston, you got Pierre Desir, you have Quincy Nelson, you have these guys here, and Chris Milton or whatever it is. They're better in their depth. So I'm gonna give the cornerback positional group the edge to the Indianapolis Colts. For the safeties, you got Landon Collins who's out. So then you got Sean Chandler filling in, and then you have Curtis Riley there and Michael Thomas. I'm gonna give the edge to the Indianapolis Colts. Malik Hooker had a phenomenal season last year at a rookie season, but then got hurt, and now he's coming back this year. Not the same impact, but he's still very good. And then at strong safety, you got Mike Mitchell as well, and J.J. Wilcox as well. So I'm going to give the edge to the safeties for the Indianapolis Colts. So that is my positional group comparison, depth chart comparison for the New York Giants versus Indianapolis Colts. Indianapolis blows us out the water as far as the edges go, and that it is what it is at that point. So now my final thoughts on the game. Listen, the Giants, I of the belief that the Giants can stick with it. The Giants can stick with it for at least one half, and then the Indianapolis Colts will then pull away. I'm thinking around like a 14-13 type game at halftime, and I think the Indianapolis Colts will then pull away, run out that defense. The defense is unhealthy right now at a lot of positions for the New York Giants. You got Alec Ogletree, you got Landon Collins, two key guys that are out. Antonio Helmison doesn't help whatsoever, so there's that. And the Indianapolis Colts are scoring just about 27 points a game, and they're giving up 21 points a game. So with that being said, simple math here tells you that they're pretty good at keeping their opponents down, and that's how they win games. So my final score prediction for this game, I'm going to predict Colts 27, Giants 13. That is my final prediction. Let me know your thoughts on the game. I give you all the preview, the whole preview for you. I think Darius Leonard is going to get a good push on this offensive line. I think for us, as far as the blitzing goes, we're not going to be able to get to Andrew Luck. I don't think we're going to sack him once, to be honest. They're allowing just about one sack per game. So I don't think anything for the Giants as far as their pass rush goes. So let me know your thoughts on the game. Leave a like if you guys like the video. Make sure you guys comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell so you never miss a video, and I'll see you guys in the next video.